coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We could drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car. Say the is out.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports.
On the floor for the visiting team. At point guard, G. At power forward, Tornika Shengelia. At the other forward position, Victor Sanikidze. At the other guard position, Manu Markoshvili. At center, Zaza Pachulia. The head coach of the visiting team is Brett Brown. Shooting guard at 6'6" number 14, Daniel Green. Man in the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 40, Boban Marjanovic. A 6'2" guard from France, number 9, Tony Parker. At power forward, standing 6'11", number 12, Marcus Aldridge. A 6'7" forward from San Diego State, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
The Spurs play before the hometown crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement, so crisp and sharp, and it led to a lot of high-quality shots for them.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Shengelia out there with Pachulia, and it's Mr. Clutch. Then it's G, and it's Sanikidze at the small forward. Now here's Parker. 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Second shot opportunity, Pachulia. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. exquisite assist.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's G. He had 10 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando. And he uses the glass on the layup. Spurs do have a beautiful play style, and their offensive numbers show it, Greg. You're right. They're one of the most fluid teams I can recall, Clark, in the NBA with their ball movements.
A joy to watch. I mean, they ended up top 5 in shooting percentage last year, as well as top 5 in assists.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. That's good.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Sangelia, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Now, here's Parker. You saw him with 10 points last game. The quick look, no good that time. From past the arc, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Leonard on the wing. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron. Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
Now here's Parker. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. San Antonio again missing. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dishes it to Sangelia. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
Mills, he's checked in for Tony Parker. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Pullen, covered by Mills. Here's Pullen. No good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
It takes a lot of skill and agility to lay it in with the defense right on you. That's a terrific finish.
And there's the pass to D. Out to the right wing. Here's the doctor. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Mills dishes to West. No good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish. And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team, easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Boris Diaw's checked in for the Spurs. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Mills with it. Back to Ginobili. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. D, he's guarded by Diaw. Pass to the Wizard. Pulling. But they'll get another chance. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Diaw. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. I mean, he's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. I mean, so different than when he was new to the league.
Diaw lost his athleticism and is a slower player than before. You could argue he's more productive now, though, Clark, than ever.
Well, his game was always on the ground in my mind. He's highly skilled. He's much more cerebral on the floor than given credit. I mean, I think he is really a difficult matchup because he's crafty, he's tough, and he's experienced and skilled.
Diaw, the screen. Leonard, that's for 2. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Poland. Here's D. And down it goes just as the clock hit 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Those are the ingredients you need for the recipe.
And the ageless one, Tim Duncan, just a remarkable career. His teammate Tony Parker talked about playing alongside.
It's unbelievable, especially a big guy, you know, with all that pounding and his knee.
It's both unbelievable and amazing, you'd have to agree, talking about Tim Duncan and how he, Greg, continues to stay near the top of his game.
You know, Kevin, they say nobody has ever defeated Father Time. But you know what? There have been a couple of bigs that you'd have to say are the exceptions. Kareem being one, and then obviously now what Tim Duncan has been able to do over the course of his career. Just unbelievable.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
They've got Pachulia, Mr. Clutch out there with G. Then there's Tornicus and Jelly, and it's on a Kidsie in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Green. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Aldridge.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
The score now all even.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Here's G. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Really, that's his specialty right there, finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
To the left wing. Here's Mark Horsfully. They get it back.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And the Spurs lead by 2.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Ginobili right side. It's picked off. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
David West, he's checked in for the Spurs. Leonard comes in for Manu Ginobili. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Looking to end the run. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Here's Sangelia. Nice D from Aldridge. Spurs trail by 5. Right side Leonard. The 15-footer buries the jump shot.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
To the paint, and stolen by Aldridge. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. It's blocked. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Green. It's stolen by Green. Left side, Leonard. Aldridge, wide open, he fires. That one a little long. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Sangelia. Aldridge is covering. Here's Sonakitsi. A three-pointer off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Fast break, here they come. Here's Markoshvili, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And he knocks down the first one. And the Spurs with some changes. Duncan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Diaw comes in for David West. And it's Mills in for Green. And so he makes both from the line. Spurs trail by 5. Now the feed to Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle, here's Skidishvili. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Poland. Passes it to the doctor. Here's the Wizard. Makes it off the glass.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
They swipe it.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. And here is Parker. He has 7. Duncan down low. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what...
And so we wrap up
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well, and their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit, but we're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Here we go, San Antonio. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Mr. Clutch, he's really been playing well.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Then there's Parker. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. That's the San Antonio 5. And the basket by Singelia.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Outside Leonard. Beyond the arc. And Pachulia pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Singelia. Tries again. Rebounded by the Spurs.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Outside Aldridge. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Here's G. Here's the screen. Jumper off the screen. Rebound San Antonio. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Outside Green. The open shot, Aldridge. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers? Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning.
David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Leonard. Gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Singelia. A stupendous finish in traffic. Singelia's got 5 points now this quarter. Spurs trail by 11. Parker outside, looking to end his cold spell. They set the pick. That's tipped, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. 3 on the clock. That's short off the rim.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Ginobili kicks it to West. Green inside. That's good. He has 5.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Shengelia dishes to G. To the inside. It's stolen by West. And Parker, here we go. The shot misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Inside, here's Marjanovic, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Singeliah, fended by West. 6 to shoot. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Spurs trail by 9. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Great look, but off the mark. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's G. They set the pick. Feeds it to Pachulia. Pass to Singeliah. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
The Spurs shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Lets it go from deep, and he gets it to go.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Spurs trail by 9. Now here's Mills.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Spurs have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out, and fortunately for me, I don't have him. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the paint. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 5 points in the game.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Poland. There's the bucket, good.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ginobili outside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Free throw line jump shot. Another shot, and it's Diaw weighing it in. Diaw's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Off the mark. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Spurs trail by 10. We've got Goose. Wizard out there with the doctor. Then it's D. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Puts it up from 15. No good. Gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight. Nailed 5 of them. Here's Poland. That's good from 17 feet away.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
So it's San Antonio now. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. That's good on the jump shot.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Pachulia the pass to D. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And the wide open shot from Green. That 3 off the mark. Shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And the pass to Sonikitsi. They set the screen. Pachulia the pass to Sonikitsi. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Rebound San Antonio. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Green. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Shengelia dishes to Pachulia. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. The one thing he doesn't want is for their offense to get sluggish. He said, take what the defense gives you. Don't hesitate to let those shots fly. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Pass to Mr. Clutch. There's the screen. He dishes it to Shengelia. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Shengelia. Cannot hit. Aldridge with some nice D. Pachulia with the steal to the paint and stolen by Aldridge. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Offensive rebound. And it's Green missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The dish now to G, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Spurs trail by 10. Now Parker. Looking to end his cold spell. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. Here's Sonikitsi, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Banked in off the glass. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Parker outside. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Sangelia. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Lets it fly from 18. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. G dishes to Shingeli. That's good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. .116 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Aldridge. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Kicks it to Shingeli. Three-pointer, and he gets it to go. Shingeli's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Here's Parker. Finished off the break.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Sonikitsi, and good on the basket. Book it.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
G passes to Sonikitsi. Here's G. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The tray. Shot is off. Shengelia missed. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game. Kenny, what did you like about his game?
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.